Okay guys, it's Ashley Wilkinson with Curl Up and Dye coming to you with this week's video vlog. For those of you who've watched my previous vlogs, you guys know that I have been trying to make a vlog about damage and how it happens, and I've just been having the hardest time with it. Not just because it's such a wide issue. It's very hard to really just pinpoint what kind of damage a person is talking about, especially when there's different hair types, there's different types of damage. It's just ending up being like a 2-hour video, and it's just that's not something that I want to do. So I've decided that I'm going to break this issue up into, first of all, hair types. We can go into why certain hair types do certain types of things, which then can lead into different types of damage, which I can also hit in each individual post. So for tonight, we're going to actually be talking about fine hair. I'm starting with this type of hair, one, because it's been requested the most, but two, because it's the type of hair that I have, and it's the type of hair I know most about because of that. So first of all, we're going to kind of flash back into a previous post and talk about what hair is, but we're going to get a little bit more in depth in it because we kind of need to go a little nerdy in this post. It may be a little overwhelming, but believe me, you guys, it's going to come together in the end, I promise you. So what is hair? Your hair is made up of 3 components, which is your cuticle, your outermost layer of your hair. This layer is made of non-pigmented keratin shields. Literally, they're like scales. They protect your hair. Their function, the layer's function is to contribute to elasticity. It contributes to the water resistance of your hair. And it can also contribute to the thickness of your hair. I mean, it makes sense. If you were to re-shingle your house without pulling off your old shingles, it's just going to make your shingles thicker, right? So it kind of makes sense. The second layer is your cortex, which is a super important part of your hair, you guys. Your cortex is actually what houses the melanin in your hair, and melanin, for those of you that don't know, is the color of your hair. Your cortex also contributes to the elasticity of your hair, which can also be called, or is called by some stylists, the tensile strength of your hair. It is exactly what it sounds like. Imagine taking a piece of tinsel off a Christmas tree and just pulling it until it breaks. That's the same premise. It's the same thing. So the tensile strength of your hair is literally taking your hair, pulling it, and seeing how much resistance it can take before it snaps. So your cortex has a lot to do with that. So if we look at it on a breakdown kind of level, your cortex really holds a lot of the strength of your guys' hair. It really does, guys. So keep this in mind as we move forward. Your medulla is the innermost part of your hair, and your medulla houses keratin and air, protein and air. And this can also contribute to the thickness of your hair, because the more air in between the packets of keratin, the bigger the medulla, like the more packed it is, which makes it fuller, right? So now that we know what hair is and what these 3 components do, let's just forget about the medulla for a little while. We're going to concentrate on the cuticle and the cortex, okay? So what is fine hair? If we were to take a strand of fine hair, a strand of normal hair, and a strand of thick hair, you are going to visually see a difference, because the difference between them is all in measurement. It is literally the size of diameter of the hair. So we're going to go a little bit more scientific into this, okay? Fine hair measures in from 60 and below micrometers. Normal hair measures in between 60 and 80 micrometers. Thick hair is 80 and above micrometers. Now, it may not seem like much, or maybe it does. Maybe some of you guys get it. But when you're talking about one strand of hair, that's a huge difference, you guys. Huge difference. So with the difference of measurements, okay, bear with me. With the difference of measurements going from 60 and below to 80 and above, you're going to have different ratios of your cuticle and your cortex. So let's get a little more interesting in here. And I love this stuff. Like, I love this stuff. So a thick strand of hair may have 10% cuticle 90% cortex. Now, you would think, oh man, it has no protection. Let me tell you something about thick hair, thick, coarse hair, you guys. It is the strongest hair it's just the Hulk of hair. Where is he? Where is that? It's the Hulk of hair, man. Right there. Hulk of hair. 10% of a cuticle compared to 90% of a cortex. Even you're going to penetrate through that cuticle, but guess what? It's like going against the Great Wall of China when it comes to damage. Can it be damaged? Of course it can, but it's going to take a whole heck of a lot more to damage that than it is fine hair. So let's get into fine hair. Let's say that the ratio of fine hair is like 40% cuticle, 60% cortex. Although your cuticle is thicker, your cortex doesn't even have the same amount of strength as thick hair. Our fine hair is like the Aquaman of superheroes. And let me tell you guys, as a master colorist, the cuticle is not hard to penetrate. You can open a cuticle just by using a towel to dry your hair. But once that cuticle is opened, you guys, that center and what it is made out of, that is what makes the difference between thick and thin hair. Okay, so boom, done. That's what thin hair is. Thin hair is comprised of less things. It is made up of less things. And there's hair on your body that literally can contain less than 40%, measure in at less than 40 micrometers, which means that hair doesn't even contain a medulla. There is no center. And that hair is like the hair on your ears, your mustache hair, women's, not men's. That's what's called phallus hair. Phallus hair is really the non-pigmented hair on your body. Terminal hair is main hair, pigmented hair on your body. But that hair, it's so fragile because it doesn't have that internal, it doesn't have the protein and the water and the air to really suck out of itself. So the thinner your hair, the weaker your hair structurally, you guys. Like, it is literally built weaker. So always keep that in mind. People with thin hair, always keep it in mind. So let's move on. We know what it is now, right? Thin hair is literally thinner hair within diameter, but also in the makeup of your hair. The structural makeup of your hair is different, completely different. So let's get into common color and chemical damage that I see with colored or thinner hair. I'm going to tell you right now, there is always two main factors in every type of hair that I see damage in. And one is lack of education and two is abuse. Bottom line. And I will explain the difference in all hair types. For fine hair, you guys, it is not the same. We've already discussed it. It's not the same as thicker hair. It is not the same as coarse hair. You do not need to horse beat fine hair. I can take the same level of hair, thick and thin, and I can take that thin hair anywhere I really want to. As long as it's not Mission Impossible, oh my gosh, you've laid blue, green, purple, pink, fantastic orange on top of that. But hey, make me platinum white. As long as you're not going banana sandwich, I can really do anything I want to your hair. Why? Because it is so easy to manipulate. Your fine hair is good. For me, in my personal experience, it is so easy to manipulate. Where I can take this person here with thicker hair and I know it's going to be a challenge. Why? Because it is so strong. It's going to take more to pull out color and it's going to take more to deposit color in. That's just the makeup of the hair. So one, lack of education, you guys. When you go into a stylist, especially with fine hair, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, what are you going to do to my hair? And if a 30 volume comes out of their mouth with your color and lightener, you freaking grab your crap and go. Because you have fine hair. And do you know what a 30 volume under the dryer for 45 minutes could possibly do to your hair? No, it'll burn it off. You have fragile hair. It was built fragile. It is not the same thing. So number two that I see a lot of stylists that abuse fine hair. Hey, I did a highlight. Let's just run this highlight all the way through again. No, like you don't need to put that much chemical on fine hair. That always needs to be a factor in any stylist's brain, you guys. It has to be. So those are the two main reasons for damage that I see as a colorist. Now, let's go into just the natural world of fine hair. you guys, again, we're going to touch base on an old post. Fine hair, any hair in the world gets overworked. Again, just by rubbing a towel on your hair, getting out of the washer, instead of scrunching it and pulling moisture out, you're causing friction, which is going to cause damage. So fine hair, we are super prone to flyaways, we are super prone to static, and we are incredibly prone to tangles. It's just our hair. It's not fun, but it's our hair. So our hair damages itself. It's fine hair. If there's any kind of friction going on, it's damaging itself. So fine hair ladies, I know we hate hearing it. I hate hearing it all the time. You need to get haircuts. You need to get haircuts, okay? Because it's harder for us to maintain than it is normal hair to thick hair. And here's why, you guys. We all see, and I posted about it. I posted the, I think, top 10 home remedies that I saw. All of them were oil-based. All of them. Now, I don't mind using oil bases because I know the drill. But a lot of people with fine hair don't. Go throw olive oil on your hair. Go wash it off. Because unless you wash your hair like 5 times, you're going to look like the girl that came out of the well in The Grudge. Like, down, flat to your head. Holy crap, what happened here? You are going to retain so much oil because we have fine hair, you guys. It weighs us down. Do I still do these treatments? Yeah. But I also know that instead of going and washing it out, I'm just going to rinse it, do a soft rinse, and I'm going to go to bed with that residue and then let my hair soak it up. And then in the morning, I'll go banana sandwich and I'll just wash 2 to 3 times. I know that because I know the tricks of the trade. You guys don't. That's why we watch. That's why I make the videos. That's why you guys watch them, right? So finer hair. If you guys are looking for a deep condition, or if you guys are looking for something for hydration, stick with hydration. Get you a shampoo and conditioner geared to hydration. Not reconstruct unless you're really in holy crapsville. I don't know how to take care of this mess that I made of my hair, which your stylist will know better than you. But a hydrating shampoo and conditioner is going to be better. You want to get the most benefits out of it without having weighed down or looking sad. Keep your conditioner off of your scalp, you guys. Keep it off. We already produce enough oil. Our hair is already compromised enough when it comes to volume. Keep that conditioner off your scalp. Just keep it off. It'll help you in every area. Put it on your ends, rinse it off. Your scalp doesn't need it anyway. It's going to produce enough oil for you to begin with, you guys. Again, fine hair. We are naturally prone to damage. It's just the way that it goes. We're naturally prone to it, you guys. So you got to do things for flyaways. Get you some anti-static spray. Get you flyaway spray. These things are usually formulated for fine hair because that's the main hair you're going to see these issues in. Get it. Utilize it. Stop the friction in your hair and you'll stop seeing as much damage, okay? Next, let's talk about haircuts for fine hair. I get this all the time. If you guys like the length of fine hair, you have to put layers in it, man. It's going to weigh down, and unless you like that, that's your business. I know that I don't. I do a bunch of layers in my hair, and I always get told, God, there's so much body. Yeah, because I pull the weight out. I get it out. I want it to lift. I want it to move. I want to have body in my hair, even though I don't have much hair. So stick with medium length, layered. If not, go short. But remember, ladies, the length of your hair is based on how much guts you got. If you know you can't wear it or you know you're not going to be comfortable with it, don't do it. But fine hair does look decent with short hair because it gives it body, nothing but body. Okay, so there's your haircut for that type of hair. Tricks of the trade for fine hair that I've just learned on my own. Don't blow dry your hair with a brush. Like, don't just brush it down. You're literally going to bend that cuticle, your new growth, the cuticle down, and your hair's just going to lay flat. Do a rough blowout. Use your hands. Use that blow dryer. Do it until it's 90% to 100% if you want to, and brush it out when you're done, okay? Second trick, with fine hair, don't put heating tools on your hair unless it's 100% dry. Don't do it. I know some people are comfortable with doing partially wet hair. Don't do it. Make sure your hair is dry. You're going to get the desired amount of curl. You're going to get a hard curl, and you're going to get a hard press. There's going to be no moisture. Your hair is literally just going to curl. It's going to do hopefully what you want it to do if this trick works for you. product. Like, you guys can always use product. Gosh, I think now they have root boosting, volumizing sprays. They've got so much stuff to give you guys body, to give us body. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I don't really like it. I'm not a big fan of them because I feel like it makes my hair really gritty. But hey, if you're looking for it and it works for you, go do it. Go look for a root boost or a root volumizing. Those products do go on your scalp. If it says on scalp, it's formulated for your scalp, throw it on that bad boy. Do it up. Last but absolutely not least is dry shampoo. I know that some of you guys just absolutely hate it because, again, it makes your hair feel gritty. But it can contribute to a lot of body, you guys. Like, I've used dry shampoos before, and let me tell you, I've gotten so much body, it was ridiculous. So a dry shampoo is a really great option for you guys. Again, same with the conditioner. If you guys are using any kind of product, keep it off of your scalp. Keep all products off of your guys' scalp. Get as much body as you possibly can. If you're going to put anything on your scalp, do a finishing spray up on top, and that's it. Okay, so you guys have gotten everything you needed to know. Why fine hair is fine hair. What makes it fine. What kind of cuts you can use. Why it damages. What you can do to remedy it. And what kind of products to use. So we pretty much hit everything in this post, you guys. And I hope that you got everything that you needed out of it. Next is going to be normal hair. So be looking out for that. I'm done for the evening. It's time for me to go to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was super informative for you. I need to go to bed. So this is it for me. I hope you guys have a great night. And as usual, think colorfully. We'll see you guys next time.